I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter, and this is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL. And you can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, our Leafs are down 1-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Florida Panthers after a Game 1 loss. Now they have to try to tie it up in Game 2. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. First, an injury update for Florida. Lindstrom and Dinema are still out. And now Gary Suter is out and pending evaluation. So playing for Florida on the forward lines. On the first line, Pavel Dorofan, Quinton Byfield, Timo Meier. On the second line, Filipino, Brian Strome, and Andre Burakovsky. On the third line, Patrick Marleau, Kirby Dach, and Brian Giunta. And on the fourth line, Shane Corson, Evan Rodriguez, and Johan Garpenlov. Playing on Florida's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Luke Hughes with Charlie Huddy. On the second pair is Bruce Driver with Johnny Busick. And on the third pair is Ken Lindsman with Warren Fogle. Starting in net is Glenn Hall with Dan Bouchard backing up. And their scratch players Snyder, Gary Suter, Nicholas Lindstrom, and Yanni Niedema. Injury update for the Toronto. Bobby Clarke is now returning June 9th, so him and Parrish could be playable by next game. So playing for Toronto on the forward lines. On the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Peter Bondra. On the second line, Alexander Burrows, Vincent Danfus, and Lanny McDonald. On the third line is Nikita Gurbankin, Scott Lawton, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line, Zach Hyman, Jonathan Taves, and Marcus Johansson. Playing on Toronto's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair, Ivan Provorov, Eric Chernak. On the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominic Hasek with Artur Shilov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Damon Hunt, Mark Parrish, and Bobby Clarke.
Well, what's in store for Game 2 tonight? Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Both teams feeling themselves out in Game 1. Here we go. They're back at it again. Both teams look ready to go, and it's time to drop the puck. We are underway, and such a slim margin for error when we're in the playoffs. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Florida's got it along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Lindros. Into the offensive zone. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Byfield. Florida's ready to go on the attack. From the point, they take control of it. Here's a blast! And that's blocked in traffic. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Myers. The Panthers will play it from the defensive zone. The Leafs have it against the wall. Picks up the puck in his own end. Gains the zone on the left wing. The Panthers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Takes a shot. Makes the glove stop. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. What a block as he lays out in front of it. Puck sent over to Burrows. Moves it to McDonald. He's got a step.
Oh, Lanny McDonald on the breakaway.
That's how you do it.
A fantastic read on the goaltender here to be able to bury it.
Captain getting it done early.
Love his pace from start to finish. What a counter-attack and brilliant speed to get on his horse and get in on the breakaway, James. And that momentum, it carries right through on his shot, and he puts it home.
Toronto's early lead in this one, a direct result, Cheryl, of moving their feet.
They're moving their feet and they're moving the puck, and this gives them a little bit of a cushion to play free, and you get your entire bench into the game early. You show good habits, and you get rewarded for it.
Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Slides the puck to Hedel. Quick pass to Strome. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. And he keeps that one out. Oh, it stops him again. Hooks it away, great hand high. Now over to Linsman. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Sends it across the ice. Puts it in deep. Takes the puck along the boards. The Panthers have it from their own end. Scooped up along the wall by Rodriguez. Can't maintain possession. From the right side and up the middle. Oh, and that one comes up short as he just gets enough of that one. Here's a shot, and it goes off a stick and off to the side. Looks to set up at the point now. And turns aside the slapper with ease. Taken along the wall by Strome. Provorov's taking it from his own end. And now it's grabbed by Taves. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. And that caroms off a body in traffic. Quick feed to Byfield. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Tries to feed it over to Taves. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Shot! Makes the save. Directs it on over to Fogle. Byfield stick handling in his own zone. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Hyman. Grabbed along the boards by Trinak. The Panthers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Great poke check on the reach. And they send it right back to him. Passed up ahead. Here's a short pass to Myers. Florida's looking to break out of their own end. Puck picked up by Trinak. Sends it ahead to Taves. On the attack along the boards. Moves it quickly over to Fogle. Through pass ahead. Grabs control of it at the point. Denies him with a stopper. Quick feed down low. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Takes a shot. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Oh, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Taves takes it along the wing. Takes the feed from off the boards. The Panthers gain control of the puck against the wall. Takes the feed from the left side. The Panthers scoop it up along the boards. Moves it to Hughes. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Let's move to the middle. And he denies that great opportunity there. Here's a chance. Can't get it to go. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Florida's got the puck along the boards. Quick pass to Marleau. Here's a shot, and there's the save.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Doc's got the puck in his own zone. Offside the call, will get a reset. Here in the later stages of this period, Toronto's up 1-0. resumes. Pushes it across to Hito. Taken by Lawton. Comes up with the stop. Puck scooped up by Burakovsky. Florida's through center and now in the offensive end. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. Quick pass across to Murray. To his teammate. Oh, he stops him with the glove. Great reflexes there. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Strome's won the draw here in the defensive zone. And now he angles it across to Hito. Toronto's got possession of the puck. And he moves it up to Burrows. And uses the length of his...
There we go. Lanny McDonald does it again.
Leading by example.
They call that a 50-50 puck battle, James. Well, not when he's on the ice. I knew who was coming out with it. You knew who was coming out with it. The coach did. Everyone did. He comes out with it because he is relentless. He is tenacious. He uses his body to his advantage. And then he gets offensive production off of it and scores. Awesome play. With that goal against, the coach is salty behind the bench right now. You can just see his whole demeanor is negative because he's not impressed with the way his team is playing. You know, it's been a lackluster effort. They didn't come ready to play. They weren't prepared.
The Leafs are closing this period on a high note, now leading by 2.
Well, they've really taken control of this game in the first period, James. They've set their tone, and a lot of it's coming off of their shot selection. They're putting a ton of pucks to net.
Can't hang on after that hit. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. And that's blocked. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Hasek's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Hockey is harder and it's heavier in the playoffs, and you got to find a way to get to the middle of the ice. You got to find ways to win the puck battles, and this right here sends a very clear message that they're ready to play. He just has a huge hit right there to ignite his team.
Toronto's been playing in one direction all night, and that's towards the net, and they lead here late in the first. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. A simple stop with the glove by Hall. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Here in the late goings of the period, the Leafs lead this one 2-0. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. Florida's got the puck. Quick feed to Byfield. The Leafs gain possession. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Panthers will be forced to serve 2 minutes for cross-checking.
That'll always be a call. If you extend your arms and cross-check, you're serving 2.
Toronto sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight. There's the buzzer. Fans seem to enjoy that first 20 minutes. We'll get to the second period right after both teams get a chance to catch their breath. Stick around.
Excellent period for the Leafs. They got the early lead, then they added to it. Now they get to start the second period on the power play, so let's hope they can capitalize and add to their lead again.
Closing seconds of the first intermission. Sabalski, pounder, and here comes period number 2. The Leafs go right back at it on the power play here and win the draw to start the frame. Florida's got a hold of the puck. Here's a short pass to Lindros. That's just textbook positioning to break up the play. Great stop by Hall. Slides the puck across. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Puts it off the post.
Florida's starting to generate more chances, and this is exactly what you want. When the game is close, you have to find a way to get it back to equal. This one goes off the pipe, but they can't get frustrated. Just continue to pump away and generate those opportunities.
Can't maintain possession after that hit. And that's intercepted, and they'll go on the attack. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Toronto's ready to go on the attack. And now he moves it to Lindros. Florida's got possession while undermanned. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. The Leafs run out of time on the man advantage. Both sides back to even strength.
Well, being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. When you get out there, you have to have some urgency and find a way to get it to the middle of the ice and get some opportunities on net. There was none of that.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Here's a chance. The Panthers have it now. Moves it quickly over to Burakovsky. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. Takes it and looks ahead. Takes a shot. Hall's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. The Leafs lead this one early in the second period. They have certainly had a lot of jump offensively tonight. Lawton's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively.
Dorofiev's looking pretty banged up out there, James. I'm not sure if he's going to finish the shift.
Picked up along the boards by Provorov. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Murray. Intercepted at center by Meyer. And that's off a stick. Moves it to Lawton. Sent into the offensive zone. The Panthers gain possession along the wall. Too much traffic in the lane. The Panthers move to the offensive zone. The Leafs have it from their own end. Oh, smashing hit literally here, Pounder.
How would you like to take that hit? So hard that it breaks a pane of glass, and now we're looking at a stoppage in play while it gets fixed, James.
Nearing the midway mark of the period. 2-0 is where we sit. The Leafs start with the puck in their own end. Works it across to Johansson. Pass to Burakovsky. Long lead pass into the neutral zone.
Great vision to see that stretch pass.
Johansson's got it in the defensive end. Nice pass back. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Big play inside the defense.
There we go, Jonathan Toews.
And that's 3 unanswered goals, and as my mom likes to say, they're cooking with gas.
They're cooking with gas, and you can expect that they have put their opponents on their heels. This is a team that knows that they have worn their opponent down. Now they've got to keep the pedal to the metal.
The Leafs have already created a mismatch here tonight when you look at the scoreboard, Cheryl, but they're not taking the foot off the gas.
Well, they're not, and every time they have an opportunity to shoot, they're putting it to the net, and a lot of confidence for every player here when they get the puck into that offensive zone, the reason why they've got such a heavy lead.
And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Quick pass to Hughes. The Panthers looking against the half wall. And now it's over to McDonald. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Florida's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Marlowe's going to play it against the half wall. Quick shot! Stopped with the blocker by Hall.
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
And now he tries to get it across to Giunta. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. They go on the attack from the left side. Shot! That's gloved by Hall. Toronto's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Nice job tying up his opponent. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Sends it in on the attack. Delayed penalty coming up here. Battling for it along the boards. Quick feed to Lindros. Whistle blows, stopping the play.
The coach is simply wanting an explanation as to why his team keeps getting penalized. And just a reasonable explanation, that's all it takes. It's composed, though.
Toronto's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
They haven't scored yet in the game on the power play, but no need to get frustrated. They all bring a different skill set. It's the reason why they're out there.
Here's a shot, and that one's stopped.
Paul's got to make more stops like that, James. Got to reset the momentum for his team. I mean, it's not about what happened or the present moment. It's about the next save, and that's the key contributor to reset this team and get them moving forward.
Slides it across. Oh, how about that for sacrifice?
On a PK, you have to sacrifice, and I love the way that he gets out there aggressively and makes sure that that shot does not get to the net.
And he takes the dish. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Tries to get it over to Dorofeev. Slides it diagonally to Hedl. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. McDonald's moving the puck through his own zone. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Hughes picking up steam. Intercepts the pass at center. The Leafs played along the boards. Moves the puck down low.
Being on the power play is a privilege. Trust me, I know I was never on it, always on the PK. So for those players who didn't execute, yes, they had a comfortable lead, and some would say it's not a big deal, but to each and every one of them, it should be.
The Leafs take possession here in the open ice. And now he angles it across to Foot. Slides the puck over. Great defensive effort with the stick. Here's a short pass to Foot. And he's knocked off the puck there.
Oh, Glenn Murray with the clapper.
Popping bottles off the top corner.
What a snipe, James, and that got up in a hurry and just sends the water bottle flying. You know the goaltender doesn't like that, but the shooter, I'm telling you, that one feels pretty terrific. This is a really poor effort by the entire team, and the coach knows it behind the bench and is visibly frustrated right now. He's tried everything in this game, pressed different buttons. He's going to have to look in a different direction if he wants to get back in it.
Toronto's got to be feeling good about their game tonight. I mean, they just moved the puck around so effectively.
Yeah, they've gotten in the offensive zone because of their speed through the neutral zone. They've gotten good entries, and then their puck possession in the offensive zone. I mean, it's been so difficult to take it away. It's been a string on their stick. They've been evasive, they've been elusive, and they've driven the net when they should have.
And we're still only in period number 2. The Leafs lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. And he takes the feed. The Panthers look to start the transition game. Morrissey's got it into offensive territory. Picks off the pass in the defensive zone. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. The Leafs have been impressive to watch tonight. They've had a lot of shots on net, and they lead it here in the second. Florida's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. Takes the feed. Across the line from center. Passes out front. Oh, and he just couldn't properly connect with that shot. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Lindros is off to the sin bin for cross-checking.
No, this is such an obvious call for the official, undisciplined. Once the arms extend, you're going to get the cross-checking call.
And their first chance to use the man advantage.
It's their first power play of the game. They've got to be ready to pounce right off the draw. It's all about numbers. They've got to outnumber their opponent here on the PK to find that puck and get it moving on the perimeter to attack the inside.
Nice job to escape the zone. Florida's got it from behind the net. Slides the puck over to Marlowe. The Leafs gain possession of the defensive zone. Sends it into the offensive zone. Florida's got a hold of the puck now. Toronto's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Panthers have the puck now. Looking to break out here on the power play.
James, this power play has not been effective at all, and you can see they're 200 feet from the zone. They have to find a way to have some urgency, gain some speed through the neutral zone so they can get in and get set up.
The Panthers gain control of the puck against the wall. Now he slides it up to Meyer. Florida's gained the line and into the zone. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Byfield's at the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage. Toronto's won the draw. Trying to clear the puck from his own end. And they get it out. Toronto's back to even strength as they've killed off the penalty.
Coach won't be happy with that, James. Didn't make the PK unit move at all. You have to create some motion and make adjustments based on what they're doing, and this power play unit didn't do any of it.
Great save by Hall.
I love this power move to the net. I'm going to call it driving the line. You want to manipulate your opponent so they have to turn, and that's exactly what happens. He wins the battle to the space, just doesn't connect on the finish.
Headman pass. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Heads to the back of the net. Angles it over to Dorothea. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Dumps it in. Off his stick. Denies him. He got all of it.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Leafs are on cruise control here late in the second. Simply look at the scoreboard, the shot count. It is all one-sided. 2 periods down, 1 more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too.
Another great period for the Leafs. Let's hope they keep this up and finish off this game.
Welcome back to EA Sports, your home for all things hockey. Sabalski, Pounder, and here comes the third. Well, this has been an absolute blowout to the first 2 periods as we get underway here in the third. All right, Cheryl, how do you sum up what we've watched so far tonight?
Toronto's 20 minutes away from closing out a dominant performance, James. They've been defensively responsible. They've provided a lot of offense when they've gotten into the offensive zone. Now it's about seeing the finish line and closing it out properly.
Nice stick work to knock the puck loose. Grabs it in his own end. Tries to feed it over to Meyer. Great positioning by the defender. Shot! And he's got that one.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Big time stop there. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. The Leafs have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. The Panthers win the draw here in their own end. Puts it on net. Close save, and the play continues. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Toronto's been the better team, and the scoreboard reflects it. They lead it 4-0. Florida's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Swatted aside by the blocker. Picked up along the puck along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Morrissey. Oh, here we go. This team knows how to turn it up another gear, and they have done that here. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. The Panthers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Strome. And he takes the feed. From the point, looks to make something happen. And he makes the easy save. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. 4-0 is where we sit. This has been a very, very one-sided contest. Here's a shot. That's gloved by Hall. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Leafs continue to lead big here in this third period. Lutton's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. The Panthers have it now. Rocked him in the open ice. Sends a pass over. Puck grabbed by Chernak. Gaining momentum up along the side. And now he moves it to Murray. Taken along the wall by Lutton. The Panthers scoop it up along the boards. Florida's got it in their own zone. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Leafs take possession in the defensive end. Sends it over to Murray. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Oh, a clutch save!
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Toronto's been the better team tonight. They have turned good defense into solid offense, and they lead here in the third. Oh, and just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Moves the puck to Hughes. Shot! How did he stop that one?
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Moments away from the face-off. Let's get back to the action. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Moves into the slot. That's turned away with the pad by Hall. Smart heads up, play to neutralize the threat. Moves it to Byfield. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Tries to get the puck to foot. Fires it on net. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Florida's in transition. Handles the puck from the left side. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. The Leafs take over on possession. Takes a moment behind the net. Quick pass across to Foot. From his own end, he moves it up ahead. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Works it across to Linsman. He got all of that hit on the play. Puts it on net. That goes wide. From the back of the cage with the puck. Quick pass to Hughes. Takes it across the blue line. Dishes it off. Just a simple save by Hasek.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Toronto's dominated in the puck possession department, putting plenty of shots on net, and they lead by a wide gap in the third. And they win the draw on their own end. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Slides it diagonally to McDonald. Toronto's crossed the line and on the attack. Moves the puck.
The Leafs have been extremely strong defensively tonight. They protected the interior of the ice. They pushed everything to the perimeter, and now they're protecting the shutout.
Quick feed to McDonald. Florida's looking to break out of their own end. The Leafs have it against the wall. Florida's got it now. Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Wicked blast! Oh, what a stop! Toronto's got it across the line. Big stop right there. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. More than half the period has expired. It's been a rout thus far. 4-0 is where we're sitting. Broken up by Busick. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Leafs continue to lead here in this third period. They've been the busier team offensively. Florida's won the defensive zone draw. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Fires it wide of the net. Grabbed along the boards by Marleau. Picked off by Murray. Here's a short pass to Marleau. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Picked up along the boards by Provorov. Toronto's got it in the offensive zone. And now it's grabbed by Murray. Fantastic save! Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Toronto's put in one of their most complete efforts that we have seen in quite some time. A big time late in this third. Takes a shot and makes the save. Florida's got it against the boards. Takes himself free. Denied by the goaltender. Moves it quickly over to Myers. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Lindros. Finds some space in the corner. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Oh, great save right there on the play. The Leafs pick up steam and are on the attack. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. The Panthers gain control of the puck. Fires it into the offensive zone. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Picked up along the wall by Johansson.
Oh, Ken Lensman with this.
And they finally break on through offensively.
That's going to feel good, and they're hoping that the floodgates will now open because you
Kills the shutout.
Real effective game. They've been hard on the puck. It just hasn't gone in for them, James, but they haven't gotten frustrated. They've stuck with the game plan, and here they are.
Bad pass. Ken Lensman with the steal.
James, he has been so strong in his crease, but
And the snipe to break the shutout.
Anytime you're riding a wave like that, you want to get the goose egg, and this time it's not going to happen.
That's why you never pass up in front of the net in your own zone.
Starting to show a little respectability here amongst themselves as they get one back.
Yeah, it's about mojo. It's how you end the game with good habits because you want to make sure that you don't carry the beginning of the game into your next one.
Moves it to Strome. And that's stopped by Hasek.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Florida's got the puck here in the open ice. Oh, he'll feel that one. And now he passes up to Hedl. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Hedl. Comes up with the steal.
Well, that play didn't go his way, James. He tried a little bit too much there. When you're trailing a game, I get you want to try and do a little bit extra and try and create some offense. But unfortunately, that didn't work out.
And they cough it up in the neutral zone. Passes on over to Hedl. Here's a chance. Time ticking away, and he comes up big. And we are all over with this one tonight. Toronto's effort at all ends of the ice really impressive here this evening.
Yeah, it was a collective effort, in particular their shot total. They just peppered the tender and drove the net. They tried to get to the paint, and that's something that really paid off.
Well, we certainly had a great time tonight. Everybody in the broadcast crew as well. And from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cybulski wishing you a safe and a healthy night, and we'll see you down the road again soon.
Well, one bonehead mistake kills the shutout, but the Leafs still walk away with the win as they outshoot Florida 29-19, out-hit them 41-40, have more time in attack, better passing percentage, won the faceoffs 23-11. Florida went 0 for 1 on the power play, Toronto went 0 for 2. For the box scores for Toronto, Lanny McDonald with 2 goals, Foote, Lawton, Johansson, Provorov, and Burrows with assists, and Taves and Murray with goals, and Hyman with an assist. And Hasek made 18 saves on 19 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .947 save percentage. For Florida, you had Ken Lensman with a goal, that's it. And Glenn Hall made 25 saves on 29 shots, 4 goals allowed for an .862 save percentage. And your 3 stars of the night are Alexander Burrows, Adam Foote, and Lanny McDonald. And with the win, the series is now tied at 1 apiece. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game, as the series heads to Florida for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers.